What's going on, everybody? Teddy Baldassarre here, and in this video, we're going to be looking at this Timex Marlin Automatic. So, before we get too far into this, if you're new to this channel, which probably everybody watching this will be because this is the first video I've ever put out on this channel, I'm going to be using this as a way to cover watches that I have available for sale on my website as an authorized dealer of these watches and brands that I'll be featuring. So if you are in the market, definitely head over there. We'd love to be able to help you out. So in this video, we're going to be looking at this Timex Marlin a little bit more in detail, and at the end of the video, provide reasons why you shouldn't buy this watch and why you should buy this watch. But let's take a closer look at it. Now, first looking at this watch, we have a case size of 40 millimeters, case thickness of 11 millimeters, lug width of 20 millimeters, lug to lug of 47.9 millimeters, water resistance of 30 meters. Inside, we have an automatic Miyota 8215. On the crystal here, we have a mineral, and for the price, we have $250. Now, the reissue of the Marlin line has been a huge success ever since Timex decided to reissue that Marlin hand winding a couple years ago, a watch that I've covered on my main channel and I just really enjoy. But given its small case of 34 millimeters, I think many people were afraid to make the jump for purchasing that watch because of how small that case size was. However, with the success of that piece and the success of Timex's efforts in offering more mechanical pieces in general, they released their Marlin Automatic as another offering from the brand. Putting this watch on the wrist, you have a great everyday wearer and will work with a variety of wrists out there. On my 6¼ inch wrist, 15.9 centimeters, it is right at home, and I think this would also be the case with an above average size wrist as well. The lug to lug of 47.5 millimeters is not too long, but also has a nice presence on the wrist overall. The thickness is also very manageable, with a couple of those millimeters in thickness coming from a very photogenic mineral crystal on this piece. Yes, with this route, you might be giving up a bit of ruggedness, but you get an exceptional vintage style look that is hard to really replicate from a sapphire at any price, let alone at an affordable one. The crown is sizable, but is appropriately sized for the case and is very easy to engage. Within the lugs, we have the lug width of 20 millimeters and a genuine strap that comes with this piece. The strap on this watch is better, especially for Timex standards, but I think with this 20 millimeter lug width, it's a really good idea to invest in other third-party straps. And I have some available on my store. I'm actually, if you purchase this watch on my store, if you use Marlin Auto at checkout, you can get any strap free with your purchase up to $25 when you purchase this watch there. So I think this is just a great watch that's just gonna be able to get a ton of versatility in that regard. So I don't think it would be smart to just go with the one strap that's on this watch, and especially with Timex, when usually that's a place where they cut corners a bit, it's better just to invest in some other third-party options. Looking at the dial, we have a silver dial variant, which is one of several dial options that you can go for here. The color is true to its silver classification and works very well with this minimalist look the watch is trying to pull off. At the 3 o'clock, a simple date aperture. At the 6, the writing of automatic, and the 12, the printing of Timex and applied indices along the outside. At the center of the watch, we have a shorter pencil handset that are filled with lume. It's not going to blow you away by any means, but it's certainly not going to hurt in terms of illuminating in the dark. Flipping the watch over, we have view of the automatic caliber within the Miyota 8215. The movement is produced by citizen-owned movement manufacturer Miyota in Japan. It is not a world beater by any means, but for those that are just maybe getting into mechanical watches, I think it's a perfectly fine movement and very similar to that of the Seiko 7S26 within many of the entry-level mechanical Seiko watches. And I'm actually glad that Timex made this an open case back, as even affordable mechanical watches can be fun to look at, especially if you're just getting into them. This movement operates at 21,600 vibrations per hour, 3 Hertz, has a power reserve, 42 hours. You can hand wind this movement. No hacking available here, so you can't stop the seconds when pulling out to the farthest position. And it does have accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds a day. Now, unpacking all this, let's take a look at reasons why I think you shouldn't get this watch, as well as why you should get this watch. First, starting off on why you shouldn't, maybe things to consider here. I think it really comes down to this watch has a very casual, everyday wear. However, if you are expecting that this watch is going to be able to take a huge beating, you can just bang this thing around like crazy, like you could say like a Seiko diver or an Orient diver, for example, then this is not gonna be the watch for you. But if you want something that's a casual wear, and another thing that I really like about this watch, the reason I think that you should get this watch, and why I think it could be a really good option for somebody that maybe just starting out, maybe that's trying to get into the world of mechanicals, this is a great option because I think it does appeal more to that fashion forward, design forward point of view. And I get questions all the time about like, hey Teddy, what watch should I have gifted to my friend who's just trying to get into mechanical watches for the first time? He likes movement, he likes Daniel Wellington. I think Timex delivers as that kind of happy medium into this world while still appealing to this design point of view. And I think a lot of people that even have more robust collections, they just want something that's fun, they don't have to worry about, and maybe doesn't give off that more luxury persona and more of the everyman persona, and can just have fun with and don't have to worry about. I think this is a great option as well, and I think it's just a cool little piece, and you can have a lot of fun with different strap pairings, and I think it has a nice case size as well. So guys, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. If you do want to stay up to date with all the new content that I'm going to be posting on this channel, definitely do subscribe, and of course, my main channel as well. If you are in the market for this watch, definitely head over to TeddyBaldassarre.com, have it available. I would love to be able to help you out, and if you use Marlin Auto at checkout, you can get a discount on that strap purchase, so you can get a free strap with your purchase up to $25. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well to stay up to date with what's coming out with other content, and to stay in kind of better contact with me. It's probably the best way to reach me, and sign up for my newsletter on my website. So guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I'll see you all very soon.